This is an experiment. I want to show you guys a possible workflow. There's no one way to do any of these projects. There are strategies I want you to use, but there's not an ABC, connect the dots, here's how you make a poster every single time. So I thought about the fall concert poster and I thought, well, should I use a blurred background, a plain background? Should I find an image? So I went out to Snapwire Snaps and found an image, cropped it, and enhanced it, and saved it. Then I saved a flat version. This flat version, once I saved it, I jump over to Illustrator, and I placed it here on a background layer and locked it. Now both my Illustrator and Photoshop documents are set to 13 by 19 inches at 300 pixels per inch in Photoshop, 300 raster effects in Illustrator, but I'm not going to use raster effects in Illustrator because Photoshop's better at that. It's just so we set up our documents better. And of course I made a new layer for our information. Now as far as the information goes, I'm going to jump over to Safari and copy that. I just highlighted it. Yesterday I had the phone number there. That phone number shouldn't be there. So the idea that 2015 can be in the date or up here with fall concert, that's kind of a choice. Maybe it works here better, but we can change our minds. So I copy that, jump back over to Illustrator, get the text tool, click once, not drawing a text field, and I've changed the typeface to 72 pixels so I can see it, and Command V. Now, I am not going to bring this out here and try to resize things. I'm going to use this as a cheat sheet. I'm just going to copy and paste, and maybe I'll make this smaller so it's not in my way. Take it down to 48. There we go. So all I'm doing at this point is saying, here's the information I have to fit on this background. I'm not going to use this background when I come back over to Photoshop. I'm just going to use the text as smart objects when I bring it in to Photoshop. The idea that all this is here so I can just copy and paste. Things like fall concert. Double click and click and drag, and I can copy that. And then come over here and click and click. Is that there? There we go. And paste it, and there's my fall concert. Now what font am I going to use? And what strategies? So I went over to, I shut it. I looked for this font, and then I went to Font Fling and checked out the sans serif fonts. I thought, I want a sans serif font. And some of you are saying, what the heck is the difference between that? Look, that's a display font. You can click through here, or you can click right here and say, hey, look, these are the different types of fonts that are able to be browsed. So I chose sans serif and looked through here and ended up here. And I didn't really like the regular. I thought the extra light and light might make for an interesting combo. But I don't know. It's just an example. And then I downloaded the font. And we'll switch over to the Finder. And where did my Finder window go? Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, so this is in Downloads. And there's the zip file that downloaded. I double-clicked on the zip file. It made a folder. I'll switch to this view. And then with the fonts selected, all you do to install them, I asked you guys to look this up. Some of you figured it out. You double-click. And, yeah, I've got this open twice. Font Book automatically opens, and it tells you the font is not installed. It may tell you the font is installed. Pay attention to that. You don't want two copies of fonts. And then we have This is the regular version because I clicked on that, but when you say install font, it tells you there's one minor problem, proceed with caution. The yellow is okay. Red, don't use the font. And, you know, we would like to be able to fix all our fonts, and maybe I'll do that for you. And then I'm going to come back over to Illustrator, to the Finder, and I want to install all the rest of these so I have all of the different weights. And I'm not going to sit here and double click them and say, yes, install. Go through, and then I can come back to Illustrator, change my typeface to this, whatever, however you pronounce this, and experiment to see if it works. That's how I'm starting this project. I'll make you a series of videos that shows the progress through this design. Chances are I'm going to hit a wall and something's not going to work. That's how design is. Things don't often work. Hey, look, you could, in FontBook, go through the fonts that you have installed and see what they look like. Wow! I wonder what else you can do with FontBook. But that's another tutorial for another time, and I want you guys to work smart. Got it? Good. And remember, this isn't the only way to do things. This is just one way to approach it.